rise above the crowd. Oh, I can reach the clouds. Whose life am I living now? Whose life am I living now? What's stayed this course for now? I'll stay this path somehow. Remember when my mind was free from the bounds of reality, and now my limitations reveal my exaggeration, hoping for something new, like the boat right out of the blue, and not the same old mundane, just like the tracks of a train. They always stay the same. Whose life am I living now? Whose life am I living now? While I rise above the crowd, oh, I can reach the clouds. Whose life am I living now? Whose life am I living now? I'll stay this course for now. I'll stay this path somehow.
Welcome to beautiful Morani and to our second Facebook concert for Safe Home. It's great to be with you all here once again to reach out to family and friends at home and abroad in these troubling times. We have a wonderful selection of acts to follow, with headline act Sean Kane there to entertain you, giving of their time so generously. Thanks once again to the Irish Abroad Unit, the Irish Government, Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade for their wonderful support to Safe Home over the years. Gormaig of Galair, hope you enjoy everything that has to follow. Slán go fóill.
Hello everybody, I'm Sean Kane, and it's a pleasure and an honour to be asked to take part in this Safe Home Ireland concert. I'm sitting here in my ancestral home where my grandfather lived. It's a thatched cottage in the parish of Cahill-Strand in County Galway in the west of Ireland. This was restored this time last year. It's a place where my father was born, as I say, and where I learned a lot of the music and the songs that I sing today. And I suppose looking around, it's the kind of home that a lot of people who immigrated from Ireland down through the ages would have left from. And indeed, I was one of those people. Back in 1979, I went and I spent a few years in London, working in the building sites and playing music and playing with bands and so on. 2.5 years, wonderful years. When I moved to London, I began to play with a band called Shigui. But when I got the invitation to join the band, I wanted to learn some new material. So I went to the writing of a wonderful songwriter by the name of Ewan MacColl. And this is a song that he wrote about the Irish people who lived and worked in England. And this particular song is about the tube train tunnels, the people who dug out the tube train tunnels and who built the tube train tunnels, many of which were Irish. And it's a song called The Tunnel Tigers, and it's unaccompanied, but you can imagine a few hundred men singing it. Hazen free on the Wicklow mountains, while geese fly and the foxes play, sporting Wicklow boys are working, driving a tunnel through the London clay. Up with the shield, jacket, ram it, drive a tunnel through the London clay. Below Armagh the wild ducks breeding, wildfowl gather on Loch Ree. The sporting Longford boys are working, driving a tunnel through the London clay. Up with the shield, jacket, ram it, drive a tunnel through the London clay. Loch the trout grow fat and lazy, salmon sport in Cashel Bay. The fishermen from Connemara drive a tunnel through the London clay. Up with the shield, jacket, ram it, drive a tunnel through the London clay. The Callow girls are fine and handsome, all decked out so neat and gay. The Callow boys don't come to court them, They're driving a tunnel through the London clay. Up with the shield, jack it, ram it, drive a tunnel through the London clay. Down in the dark are the tunnel tigers, far from the sun and the light of day. Down in the land that the sea once buried, driving a tunnel through the London clay. Up with the shield, jack it, ram it, drive a tunnel through the London clay. Up with the shield, jack it, ram it, drive a tunnel through the London clay. But I'd like to do songs this evening, and the song I'd like to do is a song of immigration, written by a man who's a wonderful songwriter by the name of Brendan Graham. And Brendan has written songs, another immigration song, great song called Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears. He wrote the worldwide hit, You Raise Me Up. And this is another song that's dear to my heart in a lot of ways, and I'm sure to a lot of people who's watching here this evening. It's a song called My Land. How green are your valleys, how blue your great sky. Your mountains stand tall in their glory. Your rivers run free, the bright stars are your eyes. Your beauty is endless before me. For you are the song ever singing in me, and you are the heart ever true. For you are my land, and you always will be the voice ever calling me home to you. Times we are far from your forests and streams, when sailing from your shining waters, we carry your hopes, your spirit, your dreams in the hearts of your sons and your daughters. For you are the song ever singing in me, and you are the heart ever true. For you are my land, and you always will be the voice ever calling me home to you. To your green valleys someday I return, and you lay your mantle around me. At rest I will be where the heart will not yearn, with my land to ever surround me. For you are the song ever singing in me, and you are the heart ever true. For you are my land, and you always will be the voice ever calling me home to you. a voice ever calling me home to you. Well, the next song I'd like to do is a song I recorded a few years ago. It's a song that was written by a band called Lady Antebellum. And it's a song of hope, and it's especially I dedicate to all of those people who are feeling lonely and alone during this present time and what we're going through with coronavirus. It's a song called Never Alone. There she goes. Enjoy it, folks. I hope you do. And you're not alone. May the angels protect you, trouble neglect you, and heaven accept you this time to go home. May you always have plenty, that will last never empty, and knowing you're ready, you're never alone. May your tears come from laughing, find friends not having, with every year passing, they're what more than gold. May you then but stay humble, smile more than grumble, and know when you stumble, you're never alone. Never alone, never alone. I'll be heavily beat of your heart when you face the unknown. Whenever you fly, this isn't goodbye. My love will follow you, stay with you, lady, you're never alone. Well, I have to be honest, as much as I wanted, I'm not going to promise. Golden door closed open, hard times have found you, your fears surround you, wrap my love around you, you're never alone. Never alone, never alone. I'll be every beat of your heart when you face the unknown. Whenever you fly, this isn't goodbye. My love will follow you, stay with you, baby, you're never alone. Never alone, never alone. I'll be every beat of your heart when you face the unknown. Whenever you fly, this isn't goodbye. My love will follow you, stay with you, baby, you're never alone. Well, I've almost come to the end of my segment here as the Safe Home Ireland concert. And I'd like to thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the few songs. Apologies I don't have my band around me, but that's the circumstances we're living in today. I hope you enjoyed the concert, and I'm going to leave you with one more song, and this is a song that was written by a man called Johnny B. Broderick. It's a song that some people may have seen before on my YouTube channel, but I think it's probably very fitting for what we're doing here this evening. A song written by Johnny B. Broderick, a song called Paint Me a Picture of Ireland, and thank you.
stood at the canvas, deciding what he'd paint that day, when he was found by his grandson, who was on a brief holiday. The old man, he was distracted at the young boy's request on the day, and tears welled up inside him when he heard his grandson say, paint me a picture of Ireland, of things you remember the most. Its mountains and its valleys, its islands and its coast. Paint me a picture of Ireland, of things your memory still holds, something to show my grandchildren, a glimpse of the green, white and gold. The old man, he had left Ireland when the famine was still in its prime, leaving a dying people to survive in a race against time. He landed like millions of others in a country that opened its doors, but he never forgot his homestead and shared stories of family and more. Paint me a picture of Ireland, of things you remember the most. Its mountains and its valleys, its islands and its coast. Paint me a picture of Ireland, of things your memory still holds, something to show my grandchildren, a glimpse of the green, white and gold. Dying, with his grandchildren all round his bed, he wants to tell them a story about the picture there on his head. My grandfather painted it for me when I was much younger than you. This is where he came from, and this is where your roots are too. This is a picture of Ireland, of things that he talked of the most. Its mountains and its valleys, its islands and its coast. This is a picture of Ireland, of stories he often told. He was so proud to be Irish, wrapped up in the green, white and gold. Oh, he was so proud to be Irish, wrapped up in the green, white and gold.
A few weeks ago, hundreds of mourners gathered in St. Joseph's Church in Glasstool in Dublin for the funeral of an Irish emigrant whom they had never even met. He was Joseph Toohey, and since that Mass you've been meeting up with other emigrants who've recently returned.
That's right, Sean, because there was a lot of talk around that time about the forgotten Irish, and then I began to uncover some of the work that's been done to support them. So I went to meet Violet, for example. Now, Violet is a fascinating woman. She moved to the UK in 1965, and she got in touch with the group called Safe Home Ireland to help support and bring emigrants home. Here I went up to meet up with Violet, and I met up with her outreach worker Karen, who's also the CEO of Safe Home Ireland.
I was born in West Cabra.
What year did you go to England?
65.
Why England for you? Why did you go?
Well, I think my mum's people came from England. Well, they came from Lancashire and Wales. Mum always loved England.
Tell me then about where did you first start off in England?
Just outside Guildford. And from there, we moved out to Farnborough in Hampshire.
And what kind of work were you doing all along?
Did catering, I did cleaning, and then I went into caring, which I loved.
Tell me about life in work, being Irish in England at that time.
When the trouble started, I was okay with the people who knew me well enough.
And you lived with your mum until she
I lived with
died?
my mum, yes, till she died in 2006. She was lovely.
And she had told you that she wanted to be buried in Ireland, even though she was from England and had lived there, you know, had gone back and lived there.
Yes, she wanted to be buried in Mount Jerome Cemetery. She had to lay on Irish soil.
Why?
Well, it's part of us, isn't it?
So, when your mum died in 2006...
Yes, I wanted to come back home once Mum was gone, because to me, Mum was here and I was over there. So I found the address of Safe Home in the Catholic paper and I wrote to them.
We've just been to see Violet and it was great to hear. Violet is so happy to be back home. She's walked through that door and she knew she was home.
You might tell us, how did Safe Home come about?
Safe Home was set up initially as a pilot project in the year 2000 by our current chairperson and founder, Dr. Jerry Cowley. The interest and the demand grew nationally and we're funded through the Department of Foreign Affairs, the Immigrant Support Programme, and we're based in 4 locations in Ireland. So with the housing, it is access to social housing for older Irish immigrants, and that's for somebody who's lived abroad, who don't have the means to return to buy in their own right, who can live independently and who's age 57 plus.
Now, the reaction to the Joseph Toohey funeral, there was something about that story. It obviously struck a chord with the people. But unfortunately for you, Karen, with the work you've done, you're saying, you know, you've come across that story so often.
Yes, unfortunately, it resonates with me from my previous role as a director of an Irish centre in London. I've been to many funerals, both on my own with my colleagues and possibly with a few other friends of the deceased. We always ensured that people had that dignity in death, but there are many Joseph Tooheys out there.
I'm sure there are. That's Karen McHugh, Evelyn, Chief Executive of Safe Home Ireland. And then you hit the road. Where did you go then?
That's right, Sean. Our next visit was to Liam in the Midlands, and Liam's lovely. He's also just moved back very recently, really. And he said to me that without Safe Home Ireland, he's not sure he'd have made it, as the move back, you know, it's complicated, it can be a little overwhelming. And he talked to me about life in London for labourers like himself. And while he left 40 years ago, he says now he is so pleased to be back home too. He said, for example, in London, he'd been mugged twice recently, and he'd really lost his confidence, and he wasn't going out after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but back here he feels safe again. So he sat down with me to tell me more about his story and why he wanted to come home.
Well, I wanted to come home, so I went to the Irish Centre in London and said, how do I go about? So they told me to go to Safe Home Ireland. A girl called Mary Ann, I was talking to her and said I want to come home to Ireland, what do I have to do? So she sent me forms and all that crack, and I filled them in, and I signed my name thousands times, I suppose you would say.
Now tell me a little bit about why you wanted to come home. How long had you been away from Ireland?
38, 40 years, I say. I knew a fella from my hometown, so I went over to live with him. So he put me up for about 6 months to a year till I got my own feet. When the first went over, I got a job labouring, because I didn't know what to do. And I'm a bricklayer by trade, then I got a job bricklaying. So that's what I've done ever since.
What was it like to be Irish in London?
Well, I felt as if it was in Ireland, because I didn't mind. Like an Irish town, more or less. I was all Irish.
How long are you back?
About 2 months now, haven't I? I'm delighted I came back, anyway. No regrets whatsoever. It was the best flight ever I made.
Sounds like he's very content to be back home there in the Midlands, is Liam. And listening to him and the other contributors, they talk about the importance of being home. And I presume Karen would confirm that's a common enough way of looking at things as you get that bit older.
Yeah, and it's that word, it's so powerful, isn't it? I mean, Karen said, you know, she worked in England for many years and she's been dealing with emigration for a long time. And she's also very keen to point out that this is a team effort. She wants to get the word out there that they are there. But, you know, I talked to her again about the importance of the service. Violet, who we met yesterday, now Liam today, they're only home very recently, but you're saying it's the right time, and you can tell that with people when the time is right for them to come home.
Yeah, when the time is right, and both Liam and Violet, it's very clear that it was the right time for them to come home, because they both are extremely happy being at home. They're very content, and they have a lovely future ahead of them too. And it's wonderful to see. Our work is the before, the during, and the after. And the after is, in both Violet and Liam's case, it's so rewarding for us to know that they are both extremely happy and content being back at home, and now they have their dreams realised by being at home.
Hello everyone, hope you're enjoying the concert so far. We're delighted. We have so many people tuning in from literally all over the world. It's just truly amazing and emotional for us here in Safe Home to have such interest and support and following for the work that we do. Sean Keane, what can I say? How truly superb, and we're so grateful that he was our first main headline artist. It's just fantastic. So I want to thank Sean and also his manager Johnny B. Broderick, who we've had some very interesting conversations this week. So it's wonderful, and hope you enjoyed that. Also, that interview you just heard. It was just a flavour of the work that we do in Safe Home Ireland. Both Violet and Liam are just one of many that we are delighted to support, and who've worked so hard while they lived abroad. Many, sending money back home, supporting families at home as well. So, we're so thankful that they had the bravery to come forward to speak out in support of Safe Home. We have a wonderful show planned. We're going to start this time in New York. We are then going to go to Comhaltas in Portlaoise for our second act, and our second headline act is Mike Hanrahan, formerly of Stockton's Wing, and you'll all know Mike, and I'm just going to do a little plug here. Mike has written this amazing book that I've just ordered and got online this week. I'd highly recommend that you check it out online. It's truly fantastic. So we're really looking forward to Mike and all the wonderful tunes that many of you will have been dancing to. Certainly I was dancing to them throughout Ireland and in London over the years. We will be finishing in Portugal tonight. So it's truly fantastic to have from Ireland, all around Ireland, to America, to Portugal and Germany. We have some great acts lined up, and I know you'll enjoy the show. It's a free concert, and we're delighted that all our performers and artists have performed for free. It's a difficult time for them too. And if, as I said, the concert is free. However, if anybody would like to make a donation, we have a GoFundMe page that I will put up on our Facebook and our Twitter links now. It's entirely voluntary. It is going to support our work to support people who are coming home in crisis, and that's what we called it. We have a small target of 5,000, so we're not expecting to raise that tonight, but that is our target so that we can support those people who do come home in crisis and don't have the resources immediately to get set up and to get on their feet. So I'll share the link. Feel free to support, and it will go directly to the cause that we are fundraising for tonight. So without further ado, we're going to take you over to New York to see the Manhattan skyline, and hope you enjoy, and I'll come back in after a little while.
Hi to everyone who's listening at home and abroad. My name is Kay Staunton, and I am from Lacanvy, which is a little village just outside of Westport, underneath Kilpatrick, there at the foot of the mountain in County Mayo. I am currently living in, just outside Manhattan, in a little place called Hoboken, and it is the birthplace of Frank Sinatra. So there's a bit of musical trivia. And it's just overlooking the New York skyline, so it's gorgeous. About a 10-minute drive to Manhattan, so really, really close. It's just on the border of New Jersey, so that's where I am at the minute. I am honoured to be asked to perform a couple of songs for you guys for the Safe Home Ireland concert, and I'm gonna be performing two songs. One of them is Faith Hill, There You'll Be, and then the other one is by Mary Black. called No Frontiers. So I'm going to start with Faith Hill's song, and then I'll go into Mary Black's. Okay, so the reason I wanted to do this song was because I've really liked Faith Hill for a long time, and also because my daddy is a pilot, Tom Staunton, and the first time we watched Pearl Harbor, the movie, this song was at the very end, and obviously it's a very emotional movie, so I was bawling crying, but the song always reminded me of him, and you know, I kind of wanted to sing it for him, so yeah, here we go. So this is for you, Dad. When I look back on these times and the dreams we left behind, I'll be glad 'cause I was blessed to get to have you in my life. When I look back on these days, I look and see your face. You were right there for me. In my dreams, I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my heart, there'll always be a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am, there you'll be. And everywhere I am, there you'll be. Well, you showed me how it feels to have the sky within my reach, and I always will remember all the strength you gave to me. Your love made me make it through. Oh, I owe so much to you. You were right there for me. In my dreams, I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my heart, there'll always be a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am, there you'll be. 'Cause I always saw in you my light, my strength. And I want to thank you now for all the ways you were right there for me. You were right there for me. Always. In my dreams, I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my heart, there'll always be a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am, there you'll be. And everywhere I am, there you'll be. There you'll be. Love you, Daddy. Okay, so I just wanted to get a quick recording of, the Empire State Building. So you can see it from our window, but at the minute it usually flashes red in a heartbeat sequence. But at the minute it's flashing green in a heartbeat sequence. I'm not sure if you can see it like pulsing, kind of the lights are pulsing there. But that happens every night and it's really nice. It's just, you know, a reminder that everyone is still here, everyone's together, and you know, it's really the heartbeat of the city. So it's nice to see you, and especially tonight when it is lighting up green, let's just say, for Ireland. So this next one is called No Frontiers, and it's by Mary Black, who I've listened to all my life, mainly with my sister Maeve. She used to play a lot of her songs on the piano, and I think one of the first songs I ever heard or learned was her song Sunny. Do you remember Sunny Don't Go Away? It's like a really old song, but that's yeah, that's one of the songs I remember. But I love her music, and No Frontiers is one of my favorite songs. So yeah, I'm gonna sing it now. So here we go. If life is a river and your heart is a boat, and just like a water baby, born to float, and if life is a wild wind that blows way on high, and your heart is Amelia, dying to fly, heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes. And if life is a ballroom in which we must wait around the man with his fingers on the ivory gates, where we sing until dawn of our fears and our fates, and we stack all the dead men in self-addressed crates, in your eyes faint as the singing of a lark, and somehow this black night feels warmer for the spark, warmer for the spark, to hold us till the day when fear will lose its grip and heaven has its way. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes. If your life is a rough bed of brambles and nails, and your spirit's a slave to man's whips and man's jails, where you thirst and you hunger for justice and right, then your heart is a pure flame of man's constant night, in your eyes faint as the singing of a lark, that somehow this black night feels warmer for the spark, warmer for the spark, to hold us till the day when fear will lose its grip and heaven has its way. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes. Heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes. Thanks so much for listening, guys. It was a pleasure and a privilege to be able to sing for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and please enjoy the rest of the performances. Stay safe, stay home, and I hope you are all healthy and very well, and I hope we are able to see each other soon. But for now,
Hello everyone and welcome to our home here in Ballacalla in County Laois. We're the Penfold family. This is Eden and Olivia, Vincent and I'm Catherine. And we're delighted to have been asked to contribute to Safe Home Ireland's online concert tonight and to support the organisation and thank them for the really valuable work they do helping Irish people abroad who are maybe thinking of or in the process of moving home here to Ireland, as we did ourselves only a few years ago, having lived for many years in the UK. One of the things that we did when we moved home to Ireland was we joined Comhaltas Kiltory Éireann, and we're members of the Portlaoise CCE branch. And in more normal times, we would meet each week with other families and friends and have classes and play music together. But of course, that hasn't been possible for the last couple of months with everything that's going on in the world, which is a shame. However, every cloud has a silver lining, and one thing that it has enabled us to do is to spend more time together, singing and playing music together, which has been great. And there are two other families who are also members of Portlaoise CCE, the Daltons and the Lawlers, who are also going to perform this evening in the concert, so keep an eye out for them. But for now, we're going to start with a song, and it's called Hugamar Féin on Saura Ling, which means we brought the summer with us. So we'll give it a go. All right? Yeah.
She is Scotland. Colony Mashikaban, Galley, Gallet Hugamar Féin on Saura Ling. Saura Queen and on the meat leg, Gal Hugamar Féin on Saura Ling. Oh, Vanya, go by his color, Maya, Nine Chin. Hugamar Féin on Saura.
Play a tune for you, and it's a hornpipe, and it's called The Stack of Barley. Is that right? Okay. Here we go. Nice and steady. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the concert tonight. So from us, bye-bye. Eat you well.
Hi, my name is Mike Hanrahan, and when I got the call from Karen to get involved in Safe Home Ireland, I immediately just thought, yeah, this is an event I want to be involved in, because I left home myself at a very young age, and I went to all across the world, and everywhere I went I met Irish people who had emigrated. In the 80s, we followed the 80s emigration crew out all over, everywhere, Australia, America, and in England. But I also met the 50s crew who had left in the 50s, and it was those people who really inspired me along the way, and I met quite a lot of them. I spent a lot of time talking to them wherever we went, in the Irish clubs all over the world. And one particular gentleman I met in San Francisco inspired the song I'm going to sing, and the song is called Lonesome Road. So I'm thrilled to be here, and I hope you donate, and if not, just try and Google and find out more about the wonderful work of this organisation. I'm dreaming down that old dirt road. I'm dreaming now of home, sweet home. Those rolling hills on a wild western shore. Please take me home, lonesome. I'm drenched with rain, I roam the sidewalk, but I'm hungry again, and I'm out on the edge, but I'm not alone, 'cause I'm living out my life, sleeping on a stone. I'm dreaming down that old dirt road. I'm dreaming now of home, sweet home. Those rolling hills on a wild western shore. Please take me home, lonesome road. For a crime of rage, they put me away for 7 years, and for 7 I had to stay as cold as hell in a cell by a raging sea, with a howling wind to comfort me. So I'm dreaming down that old dirt road. I'm dreaming now of home, sweet home. Those rolling hills on a wild western shore. Please take me home, lonesome road. Please take me home, lonesome road. This next song is a new song I've just written. Actually, I've finished it just at the beginning of lockdown, and I'd written it for my mum. And today, singing it for tonight's concert actually brings a whole new meaning to it. The song is about life, and I view life as a river, that a river rolls from the top of the mountain stream right down and finds its way to the ocean. And during this journey, it goes through the ups and downs, the tough and the sweet and the sour of life. And this song is about urging the river to its home by the sea. And I guess it takes on a different meaning for this concert, for me anyway. So this is for all the people who are coming back home, or who are here already and have been successfully settled back in to your community. And this is definitely for you. A river rolls on. River rolls on to the sea, to the place where you long to be, far away from the high mountain stream. A river rolls on to the sea, down through the hills and the glade. You roll on through sunshine and rain, round the oak and the willow you came. Even the birds sing your name. They're singing this song for you now. In their hearts you forever live on and on. And they sing of your grace and your joy as you gently go rolling by. With a tear and a smile, where the river falls to the sea, by the shoreline, ocean breeze. It's there you will set your heart free, where the river falls to the sea. So go now, your time here is done. Time to stop lingering on and on, and you'll still feel the soft ocean breeze, where the river falls to the sea. Where you long to be now, so roll on, roll on. Soon we will be there to breathe in the salt of the air and remember the moments we shared. So go set your sail and sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away. Oh, now your time here is done. Time to stop lingering on and on, and you still feel the soft ocean breeze, where the river falls to the sea. 'Cause we're singing this song for you now. In our hearts you forever live on and on, and we'll sing of your grace and your joy as you gently go rolling by. With a tear and a smile, roll on by. Yeah, roll on, roll on, roll on. A river rolls on to the sea. A river rolls on to the sea. A river rolls on to the sea. Yes, a river falls to the sea. My thanks to Karen for inviting me onto this amazing event, because I really believe in what this organisation are doing is right and proper. Having met so many of these people over the years and had enjoyed their company, I want to sing this song for them as well, and the people behind the scenes. Tonight is not really all about making money. If you can give some money, then great. But I think the main purpose is to become aware of the great work that this organisation does to get these people to repatriate our people back to their nest, because they too once left very young and out into the world to explore what the world could offer them, and now they just want to get back home to their nest. So let's welcome them back and with open arms. And this song, I wrote this song when I was myself heading off out of the nest, out into a world I knew nothing about, but I knew there was something crazy going to happen, and it certainly did. So this is for everybody involved tonight, all the artists, people behind the scenes, and all you watching. Sing along at home or toe tap if you feel like it. Thanks very much.
Closer than before, and you wonder why. You know in your mind it doesn't know what to hide. The only way is living to survive. Makes you feel alive. See all the doors swing open, your life's unfolding before your very eyes. Such a strange affair. Walking around, coming to the sound. Forget you're down, feel the air, really fall affair. There comes a time when you look around, you see the ocean rise before your eyes, showing no surprise. You make your way down to that shore, you climb aboard, you give yourself a smile, makes you feel alive. Swing open, your life's unfolding before your very eyes. Such a strange affair. Walking around, coming to the sound. Forget you're down, feel the air. Really fall affair. Life's unfolding before your very eyes. Such a strange affair. Walking around, coming to the sound. Forget you're down, feel the air. Fall affair. La 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 la.
Thank you very much.
My uncle Michael moved to the UK in the 1950s. He worked in Scotland and all over England, and eventually decided to settle in London in the 80s. His wife then passed away about 6 years ago, God rest her, so he was living on his own in West Hampstead in London. Then last summer, at the age of 84, he decided to move home with the help of Safe Home Ireland to Mulranny, County Mayo, where he settled in very well. He's very happy. Now, Safe Home Ireland were absolutely brilliant with all their help, sorting out all the paperwork and everything else that goes along with it. It just made the move so smooth, and you know, because it's a big ordeal, it's a big move. So can't thank them enough for all their work, and they're very, very good now in making it possible for him to come home. And he's a lovely house now in Mulranny, and plenty of good neighbours around him, and nice scenery. And the name Safe Home Ireland, it really stands out to me, because when Uncle Michael was living in London, his front door would be closed and locked most of the time. But now, since he's moved home, and if the weather permits, you know, whenever you call out to him, he's there, and the front door is wide open. It's lovely to see. And he'd be standing outside, and all the neighbours would be out, and they'd be talking back and forth to each other, having the chat and looking out for each other, you know. So that's definitely a feeling of safe at home in Ireland. So how are you, Uncle Michael?
Oh, very good. Very, very good.
That's good. And tell me this now, are you happy to be at home in Mulranny?
Well, I certainly am. Very, very happy.
Yeah,
very, very happy. A big change from Cotley Road.
Big change from London.
Big change from London.
Do you miss London at all?
No. No. Not now. I kind of, at first I did, but not now. No.
Yeah, very good. And you have, you get on well with all the neighbours here, better?
Yes, certainly do. Yeah, good chat with the neighbours. And the door wide open every day when the sun is shining or when it's dry.
Very good. You wouldn't have the door wide open in London.
My God, no. The door would be locked in London, and I'm frightened to go outside some of the time with all the mugging and what have you, you know. Yeah.
So you're happy, and fair play. Safe Home Ireland done very well, didn't they?
They done very well, and a big thank you. I want to thank everybody, Karen, Mary Ann and Dr. Cowley, for all their work they've done for me. They've done a great job.
Good stuff.
A great job, certainly did.
Well, I won't keep you from the sunshine.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay,
all right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The show so far, it's very emotional. I found that quite emotional myself, hearing Michael's story, and Rory, the wonderful nephew, who talks so fondly of his Uncle Michael, and he's just one of many who has supported their relatives to come back home. So we're so happy that Michael, Uncle Michael, I'm going to call him because that's how I've known him. And as I said, it's just so lovely that Rory was able to support his uncle come back home to live his life in Mulranny, the most beautiful part of the country. I'm from Sligo myself, but I spent 11 years at boarding school in Mayo, so I have adopted myself as a Mayo person. So what we're going to do now is we are moving on to two acts from Mayo. First is Hannah and Jerry Thomas. Hannah is going to sing, and her dad is Jerry, and they're going to sing a couple of songs for us. And then we're going to hear from Kate Hennigan. And Kate is a world-renowned harpist and will have come to global attention when she was held for a period of time during self-isolation, had to self-isolate on the Ruby Princess cruise ship. So you will have seen Kate on the Late Late Show, and you'll have seen her perform on many other shows throughout the world. And we're just honoured that Kate has taken the time to perform for us here as well. So enjoy the next couple of acts, and then I'll be back again to touch base for the second part of the concert.
Hi everybody, I'm Hannah and this is my dad, Jerry.
Hi everybody, Hannah, sorry, social distance.
Sorry. And he's going to be accompanying me tonight on guitar. We hope you're all having a great time and enjoying the show. So we're going to kick things off with a favourite song of mine. It's called Grace. enjoyed that one. We're going to speed things up a bit now, and don't be afraid to get up, have a little dance around, sing along, because this next one is Jolene. Jolene, 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 begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flame locks of auburn hair and ivory skin, eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compare to you, Jolene. Jolene, 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 oh please don't take him just because you can. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Well, he talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how could you easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Thanks everybody, and stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Kate Heenan. I am a harpist, a fiddle player and also a piano player from Castlebar in County Mayo, and I'm delighted to be part of this online event today for Safe Home Ireland, all for a great cause. So I'm going to be playing a few tunes for you today on both the harp and the fiddle, and I'll have my younger sister Maggie joining me for a set later on as well. But I'm going to continue on now. The first set I'm going to do is a set for you on the harp here, and this is a set of jigs, so hope you enjoy. you very much, folks. So for this second piece, I'm going to play a very famous and well-known piece of music. This is called Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz. So hope you enjoy. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. I'm going to finish up now with a tune for you on the fiddle, and I'm going to be joined here by my younger sister, Maggie. This is a great fiddle tune, actually, and it is called Lord Gordon's Reel. And a big thank you to everyone for listening, and hope you enjoy the rest of the online music event. And thank you to Karen for involving me in it. So, here we go.
My name is James, and I went to live in England from Cork in 1976. I lived in England for 45 years, and there was just up the road from me, there was the Grenfell that took on fire, and I made my decision to come back home, and I got in contact with Safe Homes, and they got me a beautiful home in Cork, and I'm very, very happy here. And they just don't give you a home, they follow up on you to make sure that you're all right. And I would highly recommend anybody that wants to come back to Ireland to get in contact with Safe Homes Ireland. They're an excellent, excellent organisation, and I'm very, very proud of them. I came back to live in my home in Cork on the 26th of the 3rd, 2019, just over 1 year and I think it's 3 months. Well, I go out and I do my shopping and I go for my little walk and I keep to the rules like everybody else. I'm very, very, very happy. In actual fact, I should have done it an awful long time ago. I'm very, very happy here. And the authorities here in Cork have been very, very good to me. The staff also where I live is excellent. Thank you very much, Safe Homes, and all the staff. Look after yourselves.
Hello there, my name is Norman Hartnett. I come from the lovely seaside village of Crosshaven in County Cork. I've been living out here in Germany almost 30 years and I'm very happy to be part of this Facebook Live. And Safe Home Ireland, an organisation that looks after people who are abroad for many years and then come back and need to relocate and need to have the relevant information, which I might need myself when and if I decide to go back home as well. So, yeah, I'm going to give you a nice little mix of songs. It's called Bright Blue Rose.
I skimmed across black water without one submerging on to the banks of another morning. That hunger slays much more than the mountains ever do. And she, like a course beside me, goes down with these of a dolphin and merges and learn and shame and how she is a perfect creature and natural in every feature, and I am the geek with the alchemist stone for all of you must discover, for all to seek to understand. Having left the path of others, you find a very special hand, and it is a holy thing, and it is a precious time, and it is the only way. Forget me nots among the snow, it's always been and so it goes. To ponder is death and is life eternally. One bright blue rose outlives all those 2,000 years. Still goes to ponder is death and is life eternally.
Bright Blue Rose. Here we go, back to the old Gibson. If I may just squeeze in one of my own songs. A little song called When the Wind Blows. Here we go.
right now. The pass by so fast. As long as we're together, it don't matter where. As long as it's forever. When the wind blows, we take cover. I know you're okay, 'cause we got each other. Who knows how long it may take? I'll wait forever in another me. You got me now, promise you that I'm gonna help you, and that's a fact. So let's love each other at this moment in time, 'cause I'm all yours and you're all mine. When the wind blows, we take cover. I know we're okay, 'cause we got each other. Who knows how long it may take? I'll wait forever in another minute. The hours come and go, so do friends. We're lucky that again we're in tonight with fear. It's all I know, I'm in love with you. You know that it shows. When the wind blows, take cover. I know we're okay, 'cause we got each other. Who knows how long it may take? I'll wait forever, another minute, in another minute. When the wind blows, when the wind blows. And so for my last trick. So the last song I've chosen is The Star of the County Down. It's a particular favourite of mine. I played at a fast tempo, and I've chosen to play it with this guitar, which is a Loudon, which comes from the County of Down. So this is my own Star of the County Down. Bambridgetown, the county down one morning in July. They were roaring green, they were still cunning, the smile to pass me by. So sweet from a tulip field, she with the brown hair. Sure coats enough to sing myself, see if I'm standing there. From Batty Bay up Derrygate, God was double down. Made that scene at the Brown Gully, and the bed of the county down. Batty Bay up Derrygate, God was double down. That scene at the Brown Gully, and the bed of the county down. Under the bed, my head, she met with a feeling queer. Tonight you were passing by, the sheen of enough brown hair. It's me, smile me, she's Ireland's crown. Rosie McCann from the banks of the land, Star of the County Down. From Batty Bay up the Derrygate, from Galway to Dublin Town. Made I've seen at the Brown Gully, and the bed of the County Down. Batty Bay up the Derrygate, Galway to Dublin Town. Made I've seen at the Brown Gully, and the bed of the County Down.
much. And for further information, my homepage, www.normanhartnett.com. You get all the information you want on the various parties I do, weddings and birthday parties and pub gigs, whatever you fancy. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello everybody, and to our relations in France and Australia, I hope you're keeping safe and well. My name's Colleen, this is Erin and Sive, and we're going to play a few tunes, and we're going to start off with a set of reels called The Jug of Punch and George White's favourite. So we're going to continue with a song called The Lark. Out in the fields where the lark it flies, over the earth where my heart lies. Oh, how it sings when the west winds blow, out in the fields where no one goes. Oh, it's cold, will you let me in? If you could hear me speak, where would I begin? Time it has passed and now you're on free. Or is it wrong to wish you still need me? Or is it wrong to wish you still need me? Out in the field where the lark resides, here I remain where my heart can hide. Only the lark and the west wind know I'm in this field where no one goes. Oh, it's cold, will you let me in? If you could hear me speak, where would I begin? Time it has passed and now I'm free. Is it wrong to wish you still need me? Or is it wrong to wish you still need me? So to finish off, we're going to do a jig that we actually learned during isolation, and it's called Finn from Ferrymount. And thank you to all the coordinators of this, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to play.
Hope you're enjoying the concert. We're coming near to the end. It's been a lovely evening. It's been great to see so many people tuned in from all over the world, literally. I suppose it's been an emotional journey for us in Safe Home Ireland. The work that we do is supporting returning Irish, those many at the moment who are caught abroad in crisis and in difficult and vulnerable situations as well. I'm a twice returned immigrant myself, and I know what it is like to be away from home and missing home, and particularly missing home at a time when people are not able to come home at the moment. So when the time is right, hopefully you will be able to come back home again on holidays, and for some of you back home to live. And any support that we can give in Safe Home Ireland, our door is always opened. Our office may be closed to the public, however, our services have not changed at all in the last 8 weeks. In fact, we're busier than ever working in our 4 locations throughout Ireland. So we've really enjoyed putting this second Facebook Live concert together. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a very enjoyable and sometimes challenging, but it's been a wonderful experience. For myself, I've connected with so many people all over the world. There's been 17 acts in our first Facebook Live concert, and this second one we have 8, but there are a number of acts within that. So it's been fantastic talking to so many different people literally around the world, and the kindness, the compassion, the empathy and the eagerness to get involved is just so heartwarming. And I would like to say a special thank you to all the artists. As I said, they're all performing for free. They've all taken a lot of time out of their schedules to perform for Safe Home. So everybody who's performed has done this for Safe Home Ireland. And we really, really want to thank you for that. As I said, this is a free concert, but as a charity, we are always strapped for cash sometimes to support those most in need and those most vulnerable who sometimes come home in challenging situations. Not everybody, but some do, and some are at the moment in crisis abroad who want to come back home. So any support that you can give after the concert, or any of your friends or relatives, or if there's any businesses watching out there that would like to support us, either in a pro bono way or in terms of any donations, the money will go directly to the cause. And all I can say is it's been our pleasure, and it is, as we said earlier in some of the clips that you will have seen, it's lovely to see dreams realised, and somebody who wants to make that journey home and who is always dreaming of coming home to spend either their latter years or coming home when they're part of a family to return to school or to return to work here. It's lovely to have a dream realised. I'm living proof of that as a twice returned immigrant myself. I did come home for the last time in 2009, so I have stayed here. And I think our last performance will specifically talk a little bit about the heart. While you're living abroad, and while it's a wonderful experience and opportunity, part of you still misses home, and part of your heart is still at home. And you will hear from our final performance very passionately and very emotionally a couple of songs that will reiterate that sense of home and that sense of missing home. And we are thinking of you during these challenging COVID times. It is difficult being away from home and not being able to come home even if you choose to or would like to. I'd also like to say a thank you to I don't always do this, to our staff and our board, because I know we are Safe Home, and I don't want to thank ourselves, but I'd like to thank our staff, that's Marianne, Brenda and Noreen, and for their support and working together to ensure that this concert has come together so well. And all our board, I have to say, the support that our board gave is fantastic, and we're currently recruiting for new directors, and I know a couple of potential new directors are watching online. So we've had fantastic, it's amazing the interest that people have. We've had a number of people expressing interest to join our board, and that's wonderful because next year we'll be 21 years old. So we're really excited and looking forward to being 21 and 21. So that's another milestone for us. I want to now introduce our final act, and our final act is Gary Vesey, and he is going to be coming directly from the Algarve in Portugal, and he is from Achill Island in County Mayo, And we've had a bit of a Mayo, a good few Mayo performances today. So thank you to our board and Teresa Cowley, who was able to connect us with so many. I don't want to take up too much more time, and it's been wonderful getting this show together. And thank you to everybody. And we may do a third Facebook Live, but that's too early at the moment. So if there is any talent out there watching, apart from those who performed and those who performed with the last one are watching, but if any of you are interested, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to support our work in any way, as I said, we have a GoFundMe page. Really take a look at our website and connect, and we put up the links as we go on to our last act. So thank you again. Enjoy our last performance, and hope to see you all very soon. Take care. Sloan.
Hi everybody, it's great to be part of tonight's show live here on Facebook for Safe Home Ireland. You're joining me just as the sun is setting here in Portugal, where I live in the Algarve in Montegordo. So I decided to bring it down by the seaside. I've been lucky enough to be asked to be part of tonight's show, and there was only one song that came to the front of my mind when asked to send the song home, and it's one called A Song for Ireland. Walking all the day near tall towers where falcons build their nests, silver wing they fly, they hold the call for freedom in their breasts. Saw black head against the sky, it's twisted rocks that run down to the sea, leaving on your western shore. Saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Drinking all the day in old pubs where fiddlers love to play. Someone touched the bow, he played a reel that seemed so grand and gay. Saw the Galway salmon run like silver dancing, darting in the sun, and leaving on your western shore. Saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Talking all the day with true friends who try to make me stay, telling jokes and news and sing songs to pass the night away. I stood on Dingle Beach and cast in wild foam we found Atlantic bass, leaving on your western shore. Saw summer sunsets, asked for more. Stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Dreaming in your night, I saw land where no man had to fight. Waking in your dawn, I saw you crying all in the morning light. Lying where the falcon pumpkins fly, they twist and turn, all in your air blue sky. Leaving on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. And I sang a song for Ireland. So as I said, it's great to be part of tonight's show. Great to come on here with so many great other artists, and they're all doing a terrific job for a great cause. They're providing a great service, and it's a great charitable organisation. So my best wishes to everyone at Safe Home Ireland, and also my best regards to everyone at home watching, and thanks for tuning in tonight. Hope you're all enjoying the show and enjoying everyone's performance, because everyone's doing a terrific job. My next song I'm going to do is one called The Town I Love So Well, written by Phil Coulter, and when asked to do a song from home, everyone has a place in their heart, and home will always have a special place in my heart. Coming from Achill and coming from Tunrigee, just down the road from Mulranny, it's the most wonderful part in the world, and hope everyone enjoys this. In my memory, I will always see the town that I have loved so well, where our school played ball by the gas yard wall, and we laughed through the smoke and the smell, and running home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways. In the town I love so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn calls women from Cregan, the moor and the bog, while the men on the door played a mother's role, fed the children and then walked the dogs. Oh, but when times got tough, well, there was just about enough, and we saw it through without complaining. Oh, far deep inside was a burning pride in the town I loved so well. There was music there, hear the dairy air, in a language that we all could understand. And I remember the day when I earned my first pay, when I played in a small pickup band. And there I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me. For I learned about life, and I found a wife in the town I I love so well. But when I return, how my eyes have burned, and to see how a town could be brought to its knees with their armored cars and their bombed out bars, and a gas that hangs on to every tree. And now the army's installed by that old gas yard wall, and the damn barbed wire gets higher and higher with their tanks and their guns. Oh my God, what have they done to the town I loved so well? Now the music's gone, but they carry on, for their spirit's been bruised, never broken, and they will not forget how their hearts are set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done, he's done, and what's won is won, and what's lost, he's lost and gone forever. For we can only pray for a bright and brand new day in the town I love so well. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. For we can only pray for a bright and brand new day in the town I love so well. Thank you very much, Safe Home Ireland. Thanks for having me on tonight's show. Hope everyone is staying safe and well at home, and I hope someday, very soon, we'll all see you here in the Algarve when you take a wee holiday, and hopefully very shortly I'll be back home myself. Until then, take care and look after each other, and sláinte. Slán go fóill agus beannacht.
Proud provinces of Ireland.